I found this organza and today I'm turning it into a puffy tote bag. Hopefully it comes out cute.
Hi, I'm Ruby, a self-taught fashion designer, learning as I go. Welcome back to my channel. Let's get sewing.
So in addition to this organza, I have these square pieces from a recent order and I can't really use them for anything else that would make sense. So I'm thinking to use them as the stuffing for the tote bag. This is the idea that I had, maybe to make it worn two different ways, when it's straight and when it's scrunched up. So let's get started. For today's bag, I'm using 22 by 22 inches pieces of the organza. So you're going to need 4 pieces in total, 2 for the front and 2 for the back. Now you're going to choose which side you want to be the top of your bag, and this is where we're going to mark down 7 inches and then mark it, and then from that point another 7 inches and mark it. And this divides our panel of fabric into 3 different sections, and we're gonna draw vertical lines that we're gonna sew, joining the 2 pieces of organza into our front part of the bag and the other 2 into the back part of the bag, and these are going to be our pockets to stuff later on. For the bag strap, I cut out 34 inches times 4.5 inches. I want them to be super long as well to do like a crossbody type vibe. And this we're just gonna fold them into each other like this and then do a top stitch. This is how the strips look. Really love them. Now we're gonna go ahead and also stitch down those vertical lines we drew on our panels. Just a reminder, you are sewing 2 pieces of organza together by these vertical stitchings. So after the initial one, we're gonna go ahead and make 2 more stitches right next to that one, creating our front channels that are going to be used when we scrunch up the bag. Now to add the straps onto the bag. Your cries that can be heard from far and wide. It's only the 2 of us. After marking down where I want my straps to be, we are going to do a double fold. This is hemming the top of our bag as well, and I'm just placing this pin in place because I cannot see any of my marks with this organza. Honestly, I'm marking my table. That's literally what I'm doing, not even the fabric. I am placing the strap in between the fold that I just made, and then we're gonna sew that. To get back for that I had days full of you before it winds down into the memories. It's all just memories now. So I've just realized that I closed my channels shut on the top part of the bag because they need to come out there for me to put my string through so that I can scrunch the bag up. So we're just gonna go ahead and cut it open with the scissors. Just make sure you're cutting the top layer of the organza and not the bottom. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and fit in my string. I'm using a piece of the organza. And also sewing the bottom of the bag where I did my feeding through so that it don't come out. Now the experiment begins. I have made 2 horizontal lines 7 inches apart, same as the vertical ones. I have stuffed the first pocket to just see how it's looking like, and I think it looks pretty good. So I realized that I had to like shred the pieces a little bit, just cut them a little bit smaller because there were like some longer straps and some thicker pieces as well. And honestly, at this point is where I'm like asking myself, do I hate myself? Why do I like torturing myself? Because shredding these little pieces took 30 minutes to 45 minutes to complete. This bag better look hella cute when I'm done with it. Like, it better look super cute. I'm starting by stuffing the middle row of the bag so that I create the side pockets of the bag that also needs to be stuffed. Also, be very careful and remember to skip the channels where we fed in our little string to scrunch up the bag. That first line, I made a mistake. Yeah, I had to undo that. Very painful. Very painful. Make sure that you can pull on your string and it is scrunching up just like this. Now I'm gonna go ahead and fill in the side pockets, and then we're just gonna go ahead and stitch the pocket closed. So don't forget that you need a front and a back, so you're doing this times 2. Now that everything is secured, we're gonna take the pieces right sides touching. Right sides means the piece that has your strings on the outside is the outside. But I don't think it really matters. Depends on how you want the bag to look, if you want them on the inside or on the outside. I want to be able to tie little cute bows on mine so the channels are open on the outside of the bag. And to clean up our inside seams, I'm just gonna do like a double folded hem type vibe and then stitch that in place so that you won't poke yourself when you're trying to get something out of your bag.
I ain't going back broke for no reason. Might drip and might leave a puddle. If I need to clean it up, I'ma quick to pick her up. For real, just put it on the floor. That other shit I'm not for. I've been clearing up my headspace.
Okay, final review. Final review. This is how the bag looks when it's straight, and I absolutely, like, I do not hate it, but I do not like it either. So we're just gonna go ahead and turn it inside out and then scrunch it up, and let's see how that is looking like. Okay, now this is a vibe that I vibe with. It's so fun, it's so quirky. I think I want to switch out those little organza straps that I used for a black ribbon later on. Yeah, but I really like how it looks. Now let's see how it looks on the body. I'm having a few mixed feelings, but let me know what you guys think about this bag and if you liked this tutorial.